Right, so 3, 2. Actually, hang on. Let me just check my splits are working.
Oh my god.
5, that's a fail.
Right, mine are fine now because mine has a. You start it in 8, it takes ages to kick in, so I'm making sure it goes when we go. Okay, right, ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, cool. Just smashing the buttons to pieces.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. Okay, this should be fun.
Hey,
Again,
I have
this
a
is.
question.
Go on.
Can you turn the autosave in this game off? Because I have it on. I won't make us restart, but I may have cost myself loads of time.
The autosave.
It doesn't take that long.
Mine
It's fine.
autosaves automatically. It doesn't really take too long. Shouldn't take too long.
I remember I had it on when I used to speedrun Monkey Ball, and I was literally losing minutes because I had it on.
Hey there, Tuxedo Cat. Thank you for the. Thanks for believing in me. I now have faith.
Gotta have faith, faith, faith. Oh no. I don't know why I was like recently I've been looking around at like racing games to speedrun, and one obviously that came up on the list was V-Rally 3.
Oh, now you tell me.
I did. It's just like I'm gonna do it.
Oh, is that V-Rally on the GTA?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I saw that on the world record bot. Just like.
I was just like free recce, so I wasn't too forced. I was pretty happy with it. I was like, yes, free recce.
I've rolled the focus.
Roll the focus. Also, it's going to be interesting for me to see if my my other sound effects work for my splits, like when I'm losing time, when I'm gaining time. Because right now it's just best segment, best segment. These are all just like a first attempt, so yeah. It'd be nice if I could beat my PB though. I'd be happy.
Oh no. I always forget that reverse is square in this because it's triangle in GT.
Yeah.
So the problem when you play GT for a bit.
I keep changing the camera.
I do the same. I always end up doing the same thing. You know, like going from. It's the same with the vice versa. So playing CMR for too long and then going to play Gran Turismo, it's like, why is it not reversing? Oh, it's triangle. Like, damn it.
Thank
You know,
God that's a
I
variant.
had to like completely rebind my controls for GT because I wasn't a huge fan of holding X to accelerate.
Yeah,
I mean,
loads of people use the sticks to accelerate in that, which I don't really get.
I use R2 and L2 like you would in a traditional or a new racer.
I actually tried that myself, and for some weird reason couldn't get used to it. But I did end up doing. What did I end up doing? Oh yeah, I ended up using. I think it was just the typical gear changes actually, like how it all worked. You know, clicking things. Like, oh yeah, it's fine. Oh yeah, to stop dead quick at the end, I usually try and put the car into a skid. And
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why.
you do like you like 360 to finish.
sort of, yeah, but I always do the handbrake and regular brake at the same time. So then that way the car slows down more. And obviously,
What's
if
the
you turn it,
handbrake?
it gets rid
I
of
don't
it.
even know what button it is.
Circle
Circle. Gotcha.
should be anyway.
I actually figured it out just by tapping circle. Luckily, I didn't skid myself there.
It's funny this because this is more like rather than it be an international. God, that's loud. Rather than it be an international speedrun race for the three of us, it's actually a British race because we're all
Yeah.
from Britain. So hey.
Wait, but are we all representing different areas of the UK?
Well, I'm representing the middle of England. I think Realm, you down
I can be
south.
Cornwall.
There you go. So Realms
That's
represent the
That's
south,
its own recognised minority.
and then
apparently.
obviously Loans representing Aberdeen in Scotland.
Exactly.
So you're representing the north. The north, the middle, and the south.
Perfect.
It's a shame we don't have anybody from Ireland. And we get
Right.
everyone, or somebody from the Isle of Man. That'd be better.
I don't even know anyone from the Isle of Man.
I do, but it's just because of family. I have family relatives Isle of Man. They said, what was it? Like, we last saw them, and they said, if you want to do the Isle of Man TT, they give us advice, which I can give out to anybody, I think, because they've given it us. Makes sense.
Man,
They've said,
I forgot to hit record on OBS.
oh well, you got a stream, got it, it's fine.
It's fine. I got VOD.
Do a VOD if you need to.
I just need to remember to record next time. I always, like, when it comes to streaming runs, I always forget to record. Every time.
Funny thing is, I used to I used to think about doing recordings when I used to stream, but the fact that it takes up, like, you streaming and it's recording to your computer, I could never do that. I was end up like, nah, I don't like this. I'll pass. It's useful for marathons.
The waterfall sound is so deafening.
I have to admit, I think I might do the recording stuff when I do McRae next month. Just because then that way we've got like a long hard copy of it on my end.
Oh god, wrong again. Okay.
Also, we still have no idea when Drive-a-thon might happen. If it's even gonna happen.
Did they say after ESA you'd think about, or Zotan would think about a date after ESA?
Yeah. I mean, everyone's quite busy at the moment, aren't they? So, makes sense.
That reminds me, I still need to do play through Renegade.
For that free PV. Just in case.
Well, and just to see what it would be like.
I think I did a run on the emulator and it wasn't too bad. Like, the frame rate's a bit crap and the sound's not fantastic, but it's okay. You know, on an emulator, things are bound to be worse.
Yeah. What did the car do to me? I don't know. What did the car do to me? It's in a crumpled heap, but it still drives.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I figured you fell asleep, Vic, like you usually do.
Oh, what was it? Yeah, when I was playing, I remember when I played Drive Renegade actually, and it was saying, like, when you wreck a car in that game, it's just Tannis goes, it's like, let him come, the more the merrier. It's just like one of those quotes in the game. Unfortunately, you hear it that many times, you're like, Tanner, shut up, please, shut up.
Yeah, you're just gonna like, just please, just stop. What will it take for you to shut up?
I nearly started running San Francisco, actually. Once upon a time. I never did in the end, but the interest was definitely there.
I did, I don't remember why, but I did. I did one of each category, and then I did one at Arrett last year.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? That was that for ARAT 2?
Yeah, the one in November, yeah.
Yeah, I think I missed that because I was busy most of that weekend.
I think that was the longest run there.
Yeah,
yes,
no,
it was 4 hours.
When we accept games, we usually accept ones that are like 30 to an hour, and then, or like 30 to an hour and a half, and then we pick like one long one. So for the first one, we chose Need for Speed: The Run, and then we chose Driver San Francisco, obviously, for number 2, and then we did Trackmania for the most recent one, which was a really good run actually. I thought, well, they all were, but you know.
Zoan doing the NFS the run, that was brilliant.
Yeah, he did the run I think.
He actually PB'd in that run as well. So I remember him saying he did like he was doing like runs. He'd done a run of the game ages ago, and he's like, I really need to put a time down on the boards. So he ended up doing a speed run of it, and I think he was the first. for a while, and then I ended up coming along completely smashing his record that he had by like 7 minutes, and he's like, oh, I really need to PB. Like, my run was trash. I need to improve. So he did a bit of practice. I did, yeah. The only downside is I couldn't actually submit that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was my problem.
Nah, it's nobody's fault really on that one. Can't blame yourself on that one, Lon.
Yeah.
It was good though. It was a good run. I'll give it credit.
It was. And then JV came and made it look like it was nothing.
Yeah, exactly. This is what worried me. JV's like, I beat your run on the first try. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I totally beat your run on the first try. I was like, oh my god, I suck. But then I was like, I was looking at what he was doing, and like where he was faster and where I was slower, and it was easily within the driving, by far. Like he could drift the car round corners, and I wasn't even bothering. You know, stuff like that. It was, which is how you're supposed to play the game. You're supposed to drift the cars, but I never did.
Yeah.
I just kept trying to go around the corner at 200 mile an hour and just kept hitting walls. Occasionally slowing down when needed. Yeah, the run I got in that marathon though, that was pretty decent.
Cut your hair, Grim. That's I don't believe it. That sounds unbelievable. And Viper, Grim says hi.
Oh, hi Grim. Goes from one stream to another. Hello Grim.
Oh, ow.
There's 7 stages, right?
Yeah, 7 each.
Each one, yeah.
There's
6
like
stages,
six road runs and then the final special stage.
That's the one. And 2 service areas.
I knew something was wrong because after the 2nd stage I didn't go to a service area.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Out of everyone that's, do you know, funnily enough, we've had 4 participants that have entered McRae-a-thon. And it's like the usual suspects, you could say.
I'd love to do it, I would, but this is the only game I've even ever played, apart from, I think I played the original Dirt and Dirt Showdown, but
does Dirt Showdown really count?
Well,
it's fun.
Here's the thing.
It has a few flaws, like 8-ball mode, which is the worst fucking game mode in any driving game ever.
Well, here's the catch. So, after Zotan suggested months ago, actually, this was like literally just after it became a thing and it was announced. And I was saying like, what do you think? You know, Colin McRae marathon. What do you reckon? He's like, oh yeah, seems like a really good idea. He's like, all 5 games in one go. That's a bit heavy. I'm like, it'd be a good idea. He's like, well, why didn't you have like a relay race? I was like, that's a good idea. I'll note it down, and I'll let you know. So, what I've ended up going with is if McRae-a-thon goes down decent this year, and we do it again next year, chances are we're gonna do it as like one person does a run of one game. So, you know, like one person can run CMR 1, just one of the game categories. Not 100% because that's way too friggin' long. Just do like, say, I don't know, novice championship or intermediate or something like that.
Yeah.
Someone can do a run of the Game Boy Color one, so we can get that front in you know, within it.
Thank me.
Somebody can do a CMR2 run or several CMR2 runs, but we can have different people doing it.
Get lucky just to do mean percent. There's a mean percent category somewhere, right?
Yeah, Mini Cooper percent and Ford Escort percent.
There you go. They're bonus cars, right?
Yeah. Then we can have somebody do a CMR3 run, again, doesn't matter the category. Can either just be season 1 or
I'd be down to do that.
Full championship, whatever anybody wants to do on that one, they can. But again, we'll probably leave this up to submitting.
Where you have to beat all of the rallies in each one.
It'd be like we'll be up for submitting them, and then somebody can do again like CMR 04, sorry. One of the categories for that, CMR 2005, one of the categories for that, Dirt 2, Dirt 3, Dirt Rally and Dirt Showdown,
What would you
and
do
Dirt
for Dirt
4.
Rally? Would you just do like a stage?
No, Dirt Rally could
Or
be
a rally,
like
sorry.
a championship or something. Because I think you can do. Actually, that's a good question. I haven't played Dirt Rally for a while, so I don't know.
Yeah. And looking at the leaderboards, it's pretty much just rally or rallies. Like each category, it's just a rally, and then you have the different subcategories for the.
And obviously, games we've got to include in this list, obviously, like I said, there's CMR Game Boy Color, CMR 2 GBA.
What about the mobile edition of CMR?
Yeah, I was going to suggest, that one as well. That's going to be in it. But I don't think it'd be probably just complete. I don't know actually. That's a good question. Complete like up to a certain point, or complete all the chat. Personally, I think you can complete the entire game in like a few hours, but I don't know. I've not tried it yet. There might be skips that you can do. I don't know.
Well,
This is what I was thinking. I was like,
stop pressing triangle.
does anyone what?
Rally Dirt 2.
I've been playing it today and last night. So I downloaded it, and I've only played it for about 3 hours, and I've already got through the 2 X Games of Europe and Asia. So I think a category should be to get through
This is not the
all
direction
3
I'm supposed to be
X
going.
Games. I think any percent would be the X Games to finish all 3 of them. And then once you finish that, 100% would be all the dirt events, which would probably take God knows how long. I will say this though, I am running the Wii version at some point, because that can be finished in less than 3 hours.
How different is the Wii version from the normal version?
Very. Very
Alright, so
different.
it's like a separate game.
Like, here's a weird difference. So, in Dirt 2 on the Wii, the Subaru Impreza, the Mitsubishi Evo, I think, those cars top out at about 120 miles an hour. But then cars like the Nissan 350Z and the BMW Z4, I think they top out at 150 miles an hour, which is completely opposite to what they are in the actual game, because the cars not all top out around the same speeds in the main release of the game. The Ford Escort Mark II's in the game, the one that you get in Dirt 2 towards the end of the game with the Colin McRae tribute. You get that, and that can do about 135 miles an hour, and is actually faster than the Subaru and the Mitsubishi, which is completely irrelevant.
Suggested for any percent would be beating the Masters Rally, because apparently you get credits after beating the Masters Rally.
I suppose so. I mean, I wouldn't know really. I've not played much of Dirt Rally. I mean, Grey Miles, I know a lot. Grim's definitely played a fair bit of it. So I know he's done quite a few streams on his end where he's done like he's not even done speedruns, just casual playthroughs on his end, but still. You'll have to let us know, actually, yeah. If that's the category to finishing the game, any percent or whatever. We'd have to find somebody to do it. And obviously somebody who can do Dirt 4 as well. Because I don't want to...
I was always thinking about Dirt 2, or not Dirt 2, Dirt 4, but I couldn't think of what to do.
That's what I mean, categories haven't been invented for that yet.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, they haven't actually.
Because I always thought like complete like each individual segment, or like what do you call them? Not segment, the disciplines. I guess. And then have like the all of the disciplines.
I don't know. It's something we'd have to look into, obviously, before. Because otherwise, I mean, at the moment we're just diving in blind here. So if we look into it, we can find or figure out what there is. That's for sure. But yeah, that's the idea for the next one, if it goes well the first time round. Ideally, like I said, we are after entrance, but honestly, I'd rather have a fair few people watch than have literally like loads of people enter and not do very well, or you know, like I don't know, like at the moment we've got 4 people that want to do it, which is fine. I've not put a limit on how many people can enter, but if we can get like the viewing figures in, then I'd say that would be a pretty successful marathon for us. I mean, if we can get like 20 or 30 people watching, that would be pretty awesome. Any more than that's probably just a bonus.
Yeah.
I mean, for a first marathon, I'm not going to set it at, oh, I want 300 viewers watching. That'd just be crazy.
I think that's optimistic even for anything Colin McRae.
Exactly, yeah. I've not seen a single Colin McRae stream that's got more than maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 viewers. The most a CMR stream's got, I think, was probably me. If we're excluding the dirt games, and we just stick to CMR, I think it was my stream, I was doing that all cars run on Colin McRae 2.
Oh yeah, when you did like 6 or 7 any percent runs.
Yeah, one with each car. That ended up peaking at around 40 viewers. Because of the raid, I think it was at Zoton Give Me, which was like 18 people or 70 people or something. So that, which, I mean, technically, it's like, it's only because I got a couple of raids that stream, but it's still something. I can't argue with it, really.
More than nothing.
Yeah, exactly. I can't argue with it. It was good. Also, I have no idea, but who is currently in my chat at the current time? I have no idea how I'm doing on time here, so I'm gonna quickly go to see if we're doing okay. This is gonna be close. So if it says you're going too fast, that means I've gold splitted. Okay, cool.
So just for reference, where is everyone?
I just finished Special Stage 5.
Okay, I think I just finished 6.
I've just started about half a minute into the super special.
So
I'm already like 3 minutes behind you guys, no biggie.
Yeah,
so
but you're on PS2, right?
I know, yeah. Just,
You can be let off on that one, can't you?
If we take half an hour off my final time.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. It's pretty much when I did my run on the PS2, I think my run was atrocious when I did mine. I think I got like a 154 or something.
I was going to do a 100% run at some point, but that's got to be like 9 hours for me or something.
On a PS2, it'd probably be more like 6.5.
Yeah.
Honestly,
we'll see how long this rally takes, and then times that number by 18.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, but don't forget you're skipping 6 rallies in total.
Well,
So it's
no,
more like
I meant
times it by
like the category where you don't skip any.
Oh, I get you.
So the I hate myself category.
No, it's fun, apart from the 2 UK rallies you have to do.
Yeah, I suppose we could do full championship with skips and without skips. Without skips will probably take 9 hours, yeah. That actually sounds about right to me. I think the 2 rallies on their own would take like an extra half an hour, 40 minutes. Which is crazy.
Hey there, Nicholas.
Oh, bugger.
You're going too fast.
I still got you're going too fast, even though. No, that can't be right. Surely. Surely not. Yeah, I pressed the bloody thing on me. Ah! So I could have saved more time than I had there. So immediately I'm PBing here. This is interesting.
Don't get me wrong, I am driving atrociously, but I don't think I'm driving 3 minutes atrociously.
Yeah, it's no problem, Nicholas. It's fine.
It's just a let's play with a timer.
You're lucky.
It's the only downside with it.
Lucky's selling potatoes. If anyone wants some potatoes for a good price, just DM Lucky.
What sort of potatoes are we talking here? Are we talking potato consoles or actual
Thanks,
potatoes?
Joe.
I'm frying for fruit and veg, thank you very much. Don't mind, I saw this thing with Jimmy Carr the other day, and he had this guy in his audience. It was some time ago when he did it, but that's this guy in his audience.
Oh, is
Like,
that the heckler? Who's like, when does the comedy start?
He's like, what have you heard of
I've
it?
seen that one.
I'm fine for fruit and veg, thank you very much. Oh crap, yeah.
Vipers in first just now, as expected.
As expected, yeah. Close. I did make a mistake, I hit the rail. Also, I've never seen a car on that on the highway. That's interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't realise when you're in Spain and you go past the first split, or when you're going up to the first split and you go near the bridge, that there's cars actually on the bridge, the highway underneath, that move. Didn't even know they were there.
Revolutionary.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, when you're in Spain, can't relate.
10 out of 10.
Alright, I just finished SS6 on Australia, so
I think
should be a sub 30 split.
Yeah. Australia's. Australia is
I got
the slowest
24
rally,
and a half.
Oh, is it? Okay.
as I found. Yeah, so Australia is very
I'm not a
slow.
fan of the rallies that involve a lot of dirt.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
not.
I don't really like driving in the dirt. I prefer the tarmac.
That's why,
That's why
like, the
I'm
US
really
isn't too bad. Spain is pretty good. Japan's nice, but it's too long. Hence the reason why we skip it.
I remember I did individual rallies where I did like all 7 stages from each one, and I did Japan in like 24 minutes or something.
Lucky's asked, if it's the slowest, why don't you guys skip that? No, out of the 4 rallies that we do, that's the slowest one. That's the one that takes the longest. All the others take shorter. These are actually the quickest rallies, though. The ones that we've got, the 4 rallies that we are doing, those are the quickest.
Are they quicker than the UK and Greece as well, or?
That's a good question, actually. I don't know. That's something else that we could test.
I'll time it out at some point.
I don't think. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do Australia. Oh, I think this is the only time you do Australia actually, because in the 2nd season you do the UK.
Yeah.
In the 3rd season you do the UK. But I don't know. It might be.
Which one gets replaced by Greece? Is it the USA? Or...
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Because it's 4th rally in the game. Because that's the one you end up doing. You still get Finland, but you skip
We
that.
rename your console repair business We Fix Potatoes.
He's in your chat, and Mike, he's asked me about why, if Australia is the slowest rally, why don't we just skip it?
Oh, Lucky's in like... He's everywhere.
He's everywhere, yeah, he can multitask.
Isn't that in my chat?
Oh, God.
I feel like I'm missing out. Why is those signs?
It's lucky you're not missing too much.
No, you just missed maybe 1 or 2 speedrun.com account deletions.
Oof.
Oh,
That sounds like drama to me, and I don't even know the guy.
I am not saying a word. That Lone said it, not me. I'm glad he's in your chat and not mine. Sick him, Lucky. Or sick him.
I'm just waiting.
I'm gonna lose.
He's even said in the chat, he's like, hey Lo, you.
Love you too, Lucky.
I hope you fail Dying Light in the marathon. Oh God.
Oh, well,
Savage, Lucky, savage. Oh God.
he was supposed to participate, so he would have failed with me.
Ooh.
So, it's okay. If anything goes wrong, I'll just blame you.
He's probably not going to start typing all the hate chat in mine now. It'll be like, I'll be getting all the angry messages for you, but it'll be my chat that gets it. Oh, I screwed it up right in the stage. I forgot about corner as well.
Okay, I am finally done with Australia.
Yay.
And I am...
4 seconds.
And I'm literally just entering stage 3 on Spain.
Well, you're gonna be done before I even get onto Sweden.
I don't know. It might be the case, but we'll find out. I might be nearly finishing Sweden by the time you all just get.
You'll be like
I don't think I'll be done though.
by the time I get there.
Maybe we'll find out. This is the weird thing. Like, so here's the funny thing. When Bonnie did his like original run, he got like a 134 or something. He used a no CD patch for his game to obviously make it run faster. Well, I did some testing with my game and I used a no CD patch, and the game kept crashing several times and just was really slow.
Really, I'm not having that issue.
Like the in-game was fine. It was just the actual like load times of the game was just taking forever.
Well,
So
yeah, I
in
feel
the
the game
end,
takes a bit longer to load than it should.
but in the end, the game actually loads quite quick on my end with a disc. So I actually use a disc when I do my runs, which is really odd, but good at the same time.
Oh yeah. I just remembered my favourite thing about this game.
Which is
That the car handles terribly on dirt, but as soon as you get on tarmac, it's like handling 1 billion.
yeah, the handling's just set to 250%. It's insane. Thing is, this is like it's like 2 CMR races in a row, 2 CMR community races on 2 weekends in a row. Because it's me and you guys now, and then me and Lonne are doing the CMR 04 race, is it? Next weekend, isn't it?
04 2-wheel drive normal.
I'm looking forward to that personally, because I've not played the game since I did that time. So it's like, this should be fun.
Same. Hey there, Grennan. Yeah, I know this isn't Gun. I apologize.
Is he still after that game? Gun. I noticed he's done a run of it before.
Yeah.
Oh man. If it's not Gun, he ain't interested. But if it's got gun, but if it's got guns in it, he might just stick around.
Maybe, yeah.
That's kind of how it works. Oh well.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think my chat's just dead. I think everyone in my chat's dead.
Lucky's just gone to go, delete his account. What?
I don't even get why that's funny and I'm still laughing.
in before he completely smashes world record on carbon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he'll push forward. I know he will.
Yeah. Well, he'll get it eventually. Well, he might get close eventually. Sorry, people haven't.
Hang on, wait.
I've been getting
Hang on.
close.
He's responded. He's in my chat. He's responded. At least I'm not a. Hang on. What? At least I'm not a what? A land dodger. Okay.
Wow. Wow.
That's what he's
serious trash talk going on right now.
Some serious beef.
My vegetarian.
That was like. Do you know what? That was funny because I actually remember something about that. Someone said, if 2 vegetarians have an argument with each other, is it still considered beef? I'm like,
no,
oh.
not real beef.
Oh, it's
Granted,
Quan. Is it Quan?
Maybe.
It'll be known as Quan. Corn. Corn.
It's really nice and a lot healthier for you than actual meat. But hey, I'm not gonna push politics on you guys, because that's just wrong.
I'm not gonna push politics on you guys, but
I'm not gonna push politics on you, but you're basically a murderer if you eat meat.
Nice to know.
No, I'm not one of those people.
Dropping the hottest mixtape of 2018. Don't eat cows.
Exactly.
They literally like remix that. Oh my god, I suck. They literally will remix something or they'll make something up. Oh yeah, da, da, da. Oh god. I mean, I get, you know, vegans and stuff like that, but I don't know.
Oh god, can we not have this conversation?
No, I won't. I won't push it
Please.
further than that. I'm just saying. I get why vegans are vegans and what they fight for, but that's about it. That's all I'm saying on the matter.
Yeah, no, I understand, Brennan. Like, sometimes you get bored of running.
PJ Almighty's just come in the chat. He's just gone, hashtag eat meat repeat. The meat is delicious. I thought it was eat, sleeve, rave, repeat, but clearly it's just eat meat repeat.
I think that is the quote, I think, or the song quote, or whatever the hell
Eat
it is.
meat, sleep, repeat. Eat meat, sleep. Oh my god.
Literally any time this comes up when I'm at college, I end up having an argument with someone.
Oh, don't worry. I'll keep
they're
quiet
always
on it.
They're always like, I don't mind vegans, but I don't like the people that claim you're like a bad person for eating meat or whatever. And then I'm just there like,
Do you know what it is? It's the fact that nowadays people are too sensitive. So back in the I say back in the day. I don't want to say that.
Back in my day.
Okay, right. No. But years and years ago, people didn't care. I mean, fair enough. People are caring what goes in their food and things like that. But it's all this stuff of what religion you are, what bloody gender you are, and it goes over the top. It's just like, we're in the modern age, and this is the modern age. No wonder society's screwed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like.
And I'm done with Spain too. Okay.
As Grennan makes a good point, 10, 15 years ago, people didn't give a shit.
Yeah, and now everyone does, because all them kids that have grown up have gone, we're going to change the world. And guess what? It's all coming out in the press, and lo and behold, everybody now supports
Lucky
them.
sent me a message on Steam. I heard the notification, I checked it on my phone, and all I just see is, "Fuck you."
Oh dear. It's just like, PJ Mike's just going, you need that beef in your life. Damn it. Oh, man. I don't know. One thing we actually had a discussion about in work the other day was technology and kids. Which was that kids that have grown up nowadays, it'd be like, when you were younger, your mum used to ground you from going out. And you always, I mean, for me, I never really used to play out too much anyway. My mate used to knock on, I didn't used to go out playing football, and that much. But it'd be like, oh yeah, every kid used to be outside playing with a skipping rope, a football, remote control car. Doesn't matter what it was. But now, you don't need to ban the kid from going out, you just ban them off Fortnite off the PlayStation. That's what it is, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Kids aren't going out as much as they used to. It's pathetic, but that's how it's because of technology evolving, that's why it's happened. It's like, oh, that's it, yeah. It's like, right, I'm going to ban you. This is years ago, it's like, right, you're grounded, you're not going out for 2 weeks now. You go to school, you see your friends, you come home, you're not allowed to go out. You're like, oh, what? Nowadays, right, you're grounded for 2 weeks, you can't go out, see your mates. Whatever. You've still got Facebook and all that. Right, alright then. If I'm not going to ground you from going out, I'll ban you for Fortnite. Oh, please don't ban me for Fortnite.
It's always Fortnite.
It's just like, I'm using that as a prime example, given the age and current state of the gaming industry. It seems about right. It's like, oh, don't ban me from Fortnite, please. Nope, you're being banned for 2 weeks.
Like, I don't get why everyone goes ape shit over Fortnite. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not a terrible game, but I don't get why everyone goes ape shit over it.
It's because it's been hyped up by a lot of like, I don't know, like, I don't get why everyone goes ape shit over it. It's because it's been hyped up by a lot of like, I don't know, like, I don't get why everyone goes ape shit over it. It's because it's been hyped up by a lot of like, I don't know, like, I don't get why everyone goes ape shit over it. It's because it's been hyped up by a lot of like, I don't know, like, I don't get why everyone goes ape shit over it. It's because it's been hyped up by a lot of like, I don't know, like, I don't get why everyone goes ape shit over it. It's because it's been hyped up by a lot of like, I don't know, like, I don't get why everyone goes ape shit over it. It's because it's been hyped up by a lot of like, I don't know, like, I don't get why everyone goes ape shit over it. It's because it's been hyped up by a lot of like, I don't know, like, I don't get why everyone goes ape shit over it. It's because it's been hyped up by a lot of like, I don't know, like, I don't get why everyone goes ape shit over it. It's because it's been hyped up by a lot of like, I don't know, like, I don't get why ever
Let's be honest, PUBG's better.
YouTubers, social gamers.
It's because of all the stuff going on, like when Drake was playing it, and that's why it got really big. Is because people from outside the gaming world were
interested,
hyping it up.
Yeah, but let's be honest, PUBG's better.
And personally, I don't like either game, but I'd much rather play PUBG or H1Z1 or something like that than Fortnite or Overwatch, actually, for that matter. I mean, I'm not bad with something like Overwatch, but it's like, if you look at the art style of like PUBG and H1Z1 and Call of Duty, they're supposed to be realistic graphics.
Well, the older
kind of. Yeah, older Call of Duties. They're supposed to look like realistic, I guess. And you look at Fortnite and Overwatch, and it's all like cartoonish and kid-friendly.
It's
like, really?
Demographics.
It's like, don't turn the games down to be for kids. Keep them as they are. Just make games for kids. But I suppose that's why they're doing it, because games that were made for kids, like, say, for example, I don't know, Dora the Explorer, or Rugrats, or Toy Story, them games weren't fantastic. Granted, some of them were, but not all. Most of them were crap, apparently. And kids didn't like them. They were all too busy interested in, like, GTA and COD. It's the reason,
that was
like,
me when I was a kid, to be fair.
Yeah, it's
when
like
I
Simpsons
was
Hit
like
and Run.
7.
That came out. Everyone like the Simpsons Hit and Run. The Simpsons Hit and Run was just GTA. It was just kid friendly, and you couldn't kill people. You could run them over and make them go flying in the air, but you couldn't do much more than that. But yeah, nowadays we've got to make our games kid friendly and stuff.
Make them kid friendly and stick some loot boxes in there.
Yeah, so that they have to pay more money and use all the parents' money by accident.
Accident.
See, that's another thing. It's like you just use that. Oh, that was it. Yeah, these news stories. These make me laugh. I feel angry at the parents that allow the kids to do it. But for me, I laugh the moment I hear it. Like that girl the other week or the other month, last month I think it was, about she wet herself on Fortnite. She played Fortnite that much, she didn't get up to go to the toilet, and she ended up wetting herself. I'm sorry, that's just stupidity.
It is.
I mean, you can't exactly blame the parents on this one. For that matter, I don't think you can blame the parents. I think it's the kids' fault. But then the parents should be teaching the kids, if you need to go to the toilet, you go. Whether you're playing a game or not, you put the game down and you go to the toilet. You don't just sit there and watch it happen, or let it happen.
If there's one thing we can agree on, it's not the game's fault.
No, yeah, exactly.
Or the game developer's fault, which is what the entire fucking media coverage on video games seems to be again lately. Like it was after Columbine, they were like, oh, let's ban all the shooting games. Now there seems to be this whole thing about like, oh, kids are getting too addicted to Fortnite and whatever, and it's like, no, that's not. You can't just ban video games because, or like put restrictions on video games because kids are playing them too much. Because
I mean, for me, it just makes me angry.
You're jeopardising the livelihood of so many game developers by doing that, because
the biggest thing, by far, the one thing that definitely drives me insane, it's every time.
You can go faster than this.
Oh, that's the first I've heard the other sound effects, but the stuff when it comes to, oh, we need to ban violent video games because kids are playing it and they're only 8 years old. It's like, no, parents should be more fucking responsible. They shouldn't be buying games for the kids because of peer pressure. A kid wants a game like GTA or the new Call of Duty that's an 18 plus. The parents know this, but because their kids at school, you know, that the friends at school have got the game, it's like, oh, well, if they've got it, I might as well buy it them. It's like, no, don't. It's an 18 plus for a reason. Don't buy your kids the games. If that didn't happen, you wouldn't complain. You know, so if kids weren't under 18, weren't playing you know, becoming violent, it's not. I hate to say it, but it's not the gaming industry's fault. It's the parents' fault.
You can go first to the NES.
It's pathetic, absolutely pathetic.
No, my younger brother, he's 10, and he's going through the phase of like, well, I've watched like it's usually films that are like rated 15 or whatever, and he's like, well, I've watched this, so why can't I watch this? And like, I think my mum's quite good with the whole parenting thing in that regard, because she always watches the film first and then decides whether he's able to watch it. So it's not like, no, you have to be 15. It's like,
Yeah.
well, if I say it's suitable, then that decides. That's the decision.
Also, you notice as well, every time they bring up, oh, games are very violent, they always bring up Mortal Kombat, don't they? Every time.
Oh,
Games
yeah.
are too violent, Mortal Kombat. Why?
Well, that's because it was the
There's more
original.
Yeah, it's like, there's more violent video games out there, I'm sorry, but Mortal Kombat isn't as violent as some games that are out there. Granted, it's a violent game, but not as violent as some others. I mean, look at like Manhunt, for example. That got banned for being extremely violent, and granted, I find that more violent, even though there's less blood. The executions you can do, the
it's
sound
just the
effects.
fact that you're like brutally executing people.
Put a plastic bag over a poor guy's head. It's like, ugh. It's gross.
Like,
I wasn't
Mortal
playing games
Kombat,
like
you're
that.
just, you know, cutting someone into pieces, which is pretty, you know,
The
easy.
thing is, I didn't play Manhunt till I was probably, I think it was the second one I played, or maybe the first one. I didn't play it till I was about 16.
It was on Steam.
Yeah, I didn't play Manhunt 1 until I was about 15 or 16. I never even heard of it, to be fair. I played GTA when I was a bit younger, you know, like Vice City when I was about 10. 9 or 10, maybe.
I remember playing, I think it was 2.
But even then, I don't... Do you know, the thing is, you know how they say, oh, kids are getting violent, and... Is it... I don't... Who's it down to? Or what's it down to? Is it just the kids need to understand? Or... Do you reckon it's down to parenting, Rob?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, like I said, when I was younger, I played games like Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty. Did it make me a violent person? No. I don't go around killing people. I never have. I've never broken somebody's neck. I haven't decided,
Well, yeah,
oh, I should get a minigun and kill somebody. I know right from wrong. Kids don't.
Exactly, like, the thing is with these games, it's, you know they're not real.
The only problem is,
They're meant
some
to
kids
have
don't...
fun.
Yeah, some kids don't understand this. And those are the ones that turn violent.
Like, if
The
I want
kids
to play
that
Grand
don't
Theft
understand
Auto and
it.
go shoot people, it doesn't mean I want to go and actually go shoot people. It means I want to go and enjoy myself in a game. Have some
Exactly.
fun.
And you honestly wonder, you just think, is it really worth it? All this hassle for a game like this? I don't think it's worth it. Bloody hell. But like I said, it's ridiculous. I mean, in my eyes, it's just pathetic. Things that, like, again, it comes back to the whole people being dead sensitive thing. You know, years ago, nobody gave a damn. Now they do. Granted, you can't joke about some things because it's too sensitive, which makes sense, you know. You can't joke like 9/11 and stuff like that.
Well,
it's obvious
there's
why.
nothing stopping you from it, just depends on the context.
Yeah. Stuff like that, you know. But then that's obvious because people died. But then there's other things where people haven't died. Like, people take the mick out of Trump and nobody bats an eyelid. So it's like...
I wouldn't say
it's not
nobody
double
bats an eyelid.
Well, he
On
does.
any no, but like on any Twitter post that has like more than 500 likes, if you look through like the responses to that, you'll see a load of Trump supporters
going, oh, he's
back
actually really
coming
good.
back and being like, oh, he's done all this for the economy, and like, I don't like to express my political views on stream, but just because you do some good things doesn't mean that all the bad things suddenly get wiped away.
You could say that about anything, though. To be honest.
You know,
I wouldn't call out
Obama did a
political
lot of
opinion.
bad things, but we don't like to talk about those.
There's always two sides to every story, and that's the thing. That's what people seem to forget. People think there's a one-sided story. This is probably why they might be, you know, people being sensitive compared to years ago, that everyone's decided to turn a two-way story into a one-way story, so now that one story is the one that matters, and nobody wants to hear the other side of it.
Well, yeah,
And if people actually open their
nobody
ears
likes
and open
it.
their eyes and hear the other story, maybe, just maybe, people won't be so sensitive. But they are.
No, I
It's
have
the
not.
state of it.
I have not eaten a cold pancake with butter and sugar.
What?
Someone else
A
might know.
cold pancake with what?
Dude,
Butter
I like
and
fucking
sugar.
pancakes.
Oh, that's made me so hungry. I could eat that right now. I don't even
Maybe
care.
you should get up and go eat a pancake.
Yeah, it'd allow you to
Yeah,
catch
maybe
up,
you
wouldn't
guys
it?
should both do that for 20 minutes and then you'll
Yeah.
I'll just pause it right on the last stage, so then that way we're all at the same point.
And 6 left. And 6 right. And K 5 left.
Yeah, PJ's just said, damn, all this started because of my banter off Tasty Tasty Beef. Oh, dear.
No, I'll tell you what it goes
Wasn't
back
really.
to. It goes back to Lon making that joke about Lucky. So what it
Blame Lucky.
yeah, it's
blame
Lucky's
Lucky.
fault.
Yeah,
Blame
blame
Lon and Lucky. Oh, PJ, stop it, you're making me hungry now. He's going, cheeseburgers. Stop it. I know we might be in the US right now, but stop it. Please.
I know we're currently on USA, or at least me and.
I'm still in Spain. I'm just finishing SS6.
Don't forget you skip Finland.
Yeah, I know.
That'll mean you feel like you're back on track, but as soon as you skip it, trust me.
Yeah, I just passed the first sector of stage 2.
I've just started stage 3.
I'm just starting SSS now.
3 right. 50.
See, I like the SSS in Spain. It's a lot better than the Australia one, just because it's
Yeah,
tarmac.
'cause it's all it's all tarmac.
By far, like in rally games, I always find tarmac is my favourite surface,
Yep,
hands down.
definitely.
I'll tell you what isn't a
The
fun
car
surface in
handles
this
a lot
game.
better.
Snow.
Well, in this game,
Yeah.
You're gonna love Sweden.
Left tightens. And long 2 right.
yeah. To be fair, do you know what? Sweden isn't bad in this game. Like, this is where I was like, I'm confused. Why is this quicker? Why are the stages so quick? It was like, wait a minute. I could do this instead of Finland. Even though I hate, like, Sweden on most rally games, I hate snow rallies, but
And 6
it's surprisingly quick in this game.
I'm really not a big Sweden guy in this game. Although I'm not big on Finland either. I won't lie.
You won't be touching Finland, thankfully. It's the Sweden you'll enjoy.
We don't do Japan literally because it takes too long, right? It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
too long.
I think each
I wish-
stage is
I
like
wish
3.5
we
to
did,
4 minutes.
Yeah, all the stages are quite long. The longest one's like 4, and the shortest one's like 250.
I think
At least
on
for me.
So they're all like about 3 minutes.
Finland surprisingly is the same. It's like most stages are about 3.5
There's
to 4 minutes.
there's like a 5-minute one in that one, I think.
Yeah. Hence the reason why I thought, if we skip this, then that will definitely be time saved. Is this Pikes Peak? Not quite, but I'm
Well, I think it's
sure it's in the
almost.
same district.
It's almost Pikes Peak.
I say same district. There's a load of flags that say Pikes Peak, so it's in the same state, I think. Also, helicopter. Shame we can't do a,
Into 3 right.
I don't know, a diard moment.
And 3 left. 30.
You just took out
I
a
don't
helicopter
think-
with a car.
I don't think that would help your stage time.
What, take out a helicopter with a car?
Yeah, I don't think that would help your stage time.
Long 2
Dude, you just took out a helicopter with a car. I was out of bullets.
and 6 right. And long 6 left.
Obviously, just plays it off like the cool guy he is.
34 right. 30,
Come on, John, stay with
6
me.
right and 4
On your
left.
tombstone, it should always write. It should write, always in the wrong place at the wrong time. How about yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker?
Right tightens.
Shoots him. Pretty badass. A lot of fun.
50.
Anyway, but yeah, I think it is the same state actually, as
I
Pikes
don't even
Peak.
know where Pikes Peak is. Like what state?
Atlanta?
Left over finish.
No, that's not Atlanta, is
Three
it?
left.
Some different one. I don't know why I thought of Atlanta. Oh, I know why. Because I watched that Baby Driver film again last night. I've not watched it in ages. Has anybody? Have you guys seen that, by the way?
No.
No, I haven't seen it.
Uh,
That's
oh,
the one with. That's the one with the guy from The Fault in Our Stars.
yes, that's it. Yeah, him. He's the guy who plays Baby. Pikes Peak is in Colorado. Oh, so that's and this is where it is.
Isn't there one stage called like Colorado Springs or something like that? I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
Not sure. I might have, oh, yeah. There is a stage called that. You're right. I forgot which stage it is. There's
No,
Crystal
I can't remember.
Creek. Crystal Creek is stage 1.
There's Glen Cove as well. I'm pretty sure, or something like that.
Yeah, Glen Cove, I think, was stage 2.
Also, I've not even said what's up, but hey, Pendulum, PG Almighty. I know you guys have been here. You're in chat, but I do apologise.
It's Finland time. Just kidding.
Debated.
I'm back from Canada. You went to Finland. Apparently they're the same. No, not really. God, I always remember that. Every time somebody talks about Canada, I always think of. Oh, Finland actually. I always think of that quote. Nerd Cube said it. I think it was years ago. He's like, I'm back from Canada. He's like, you went to Finland. He comes up with this one really funny story where he's like, this guy pulled over. And he's like, yeah. So we got in a van. We travelled a long way, and why we travelled through a sign that says "Welcome to Finland," and it's why I'm drunk right now on Canadian maple syrup. Sorry, Finnish maple syrup.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Okay, where are you guys at then?
I'm just about to finish stage 3.
Halfway through stage 4 on the US.
Okay, I'm just starting US now.
Nice,
So
on the US.
I'm not that far behind.
Oh, no, not really. You're doing pretty well so far, Ron, to be fair. Like, my time, I've no idea what time I'm at currently. How far behind my PB, but I do have 2 splits now that say, you can go faster than this. So, which is my, you're not quick enough. I think that means I'm falling behind. I've probably lost like 10 seconds out. Just give me 1 second, Pendulum, I'll read that in a minute. Keep seeing it, but I can't read. Who's it concentrating? Oh god. Car, please don't flip over. Please. Don't flip. Don't flip. Come on. Keep going, keep it going. Alright. Hey! Stopped. Okay, what does that say? Mate, my new PC arrives in like an hour. Holy moly. Nice.
Hypers.
Poggers. Do you know what spec the new PC is? By any chance, Pendulum? I'm not going to compare it to mine or anything like that. I just, if you know the spec, that'd be pretty awesome. Then that way we know how much power you're rocking and what games you can run. You can probably run most things, to be honest.
If you can run CMR3, it's good enough.
Yeah, that's true. Also, yeah, Pendulum, you should definitely join us for a CMR community race when we next do one. I mean, I think we might be able to fit another one in before McRae-a-thon, but I don't know. Sounds like something's just happened on Lonne's end.
No, that was me.
Oh, what happened?
The side of my car hit like a tire wall and it did like a 180.
Oh, they're a bugger when they do that.
Took me by surprise completely.
Let's see. Got a couple of messages. What are they through? Oh, can't read it. I got like a tiny bit of that. I read I7. I think I'm right in reading that. Jesus Christ, you really have gone all out. i7 8700 processor. Jesus. 16 gig of RAM. Fair enough. 1080 Ti graphics card. Nice.
Into 2
That's pretty
right.
powerful, one.
It is, yeah.
So you could probably run Crisis 3 on ultra settings then.
Into
But
Maybe. Well, no, maybe the original. Crisis 3 might be a bit of a stretch.
yeah.
right.
How powerful is that game? That's like the benchmark, isn't it?
Well, the original Crisis was notorious for being. I don't know if it was unoptimized or it used so much effects that nothing could properly handle it all.
It's unbelievable that.
But yeah, running something like Crisis on, like, say, 1080p and ultra settings, back then you couldn't do at an acceptable frame rate.
From what it sounds like, Pendulum's just mentioned something regarding the McRae-a-thon stuff, I think. Well, that might have been Paisley actually. I've got a couple of messages to it. I'm trying to read as I'm driving, but it's pretty difficult.
Oh yeah, never read chat while driving. I've learned that.
You'll learn that the hard way.
Don't
Yep.
text and drive.
But it's reading chat.
It's
not my
the same
fault.
thing.
It's not my fault.
It's not as bad as... Oh, what was that video? It was years... That was... I don't know. That was God knows how long. That was donkey's years ago, actually. That video of that bloke in India on the back of a bike just texting on his phone. Bike's just driving itself down the motorway.
Long 3 left. Into long 6 right.
I remember seeing that. It was pretty good.
Into 3 right over crest.
Ooh. You're not... Yeah, you're really not far behind me, Lo.
Yeah, no, I'm just about to start stage 5.
Help me, I'm scared.
I just started 2.
36 left.
Please let me in, Mummy. I'm scared of the bombs.
Oh my god, not that.
Oh, you recognise the line then?
I started watching Doctor Who.
Well, Twitch is marathoning Doctor Who.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I saw that. That's like classic Doctor Who, though, isn't it?
I prefer Christopher Eccleston and David Tennant stuff, personally, but that's just me.
Who?
6 left.
The Ninth Doctor. He was... That was
no,
Christopher...
Brendan was asking me a question.
Oh. No idea. Oh, here we go. I've been saying for a while, so I went for an i7-8700, 16GB of RAM, 1080 Ti. I'm rooting Road Trip Adventure, lol. It sounds like he's volunteering to restream the Colin McRae-a-thon. He's trying to develop a new category for it. Oh, I see. I thought it was to do with Colin McRae, but it's to do with Road Trip Adventure. I didn't even know that game
Oh yeah,
had
I remember
characters.
that game.
And 3 right.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think I've seen much of that game actually.
Kona,
I
as in
think. Yeah, I think
that
Kona
guy,
did
he
it
runs
at
that.
TDQ, right?
Yeah, he did. Oh, that's the only one of his I've missed at a GDQ, actually.
3 left.
I've watched all his other ones live.
There's actually speedruns of that My Summer Car game, isn't there?
I don't know.
6 right.
Yeah,
I might
Road
have.
Trip Adventures is pretty much a car PG.
I think Clever Pigeon did my Summer Car. Could be wrong.
6 right 50. 4
Yeah, I saw that Pendulum. I saw Kona's GDQ run. It's
6 left.
interesting.
Oh, what, Minor? Oh my god, that
No,
was so fun.
Road
Oh,
Trip.
Road Trip, okay.
Oh, who did I
I
watch?
saw- I
I
saw
wanted to
that
watch
in
Sadly, but I didn't. I missed it. Sadly,
Minor
badly.
was really good.
Minor was fucking hysterical. My favourite is still Omnibus. though.
Long 3 left.
Wait, Oh no!
70.
If that's the game I'm thinking of, that game was awful.
And
Wasn't
6
it?
left 50.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't.
Is it
I
Omnibus?
never played Omnibus. I believe that was. I believe it was like an arcadey bus game. I don't remember it specifically.
I remember NerdQ playing. Was it? Yeah, NerdQ played it years ago, and I was like, this game looks
Into 6
awful.
left 30.
But when he played it, he made it seem so funny.
6 left into.
Well, actually playing the game, what is that?
I don't know.
Long 4 left tightens to 3.
Like actually doing the races you need to progress. What is that? I don't know. Can you eat that?
I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched him do that, like when he made the video. It's been ages.
Long 4 right.
Jesus, I think when he made that video. Oh no, it was. I don't know. Was it Omnibus? It might have been an Omnibus. I can't remember.
Into 6 right.
Is there many bus games on the internet?
There's Desert
Uh,
Bus.
3 right.
Desert Bus, yeah.
Apart from Desert Bus.
Omnibus. There's a few bus simulator games you can get.
Yeah, I played one of those once upon a time. Not
I will
particularly-
never, I
Oh,
will
yeah,
never
that
play
one's
one,
in
but
German one, right? It's like completely in German or something.
it's
There's
German,
one
German
that's
made.
literally just called Bus Driver.
Yeah, I've got that.
Um,
But I didn't buy it. I bought it as like, I got a pack for Euro Truck Simulator. And it actually
That came
came,
with Bus Driver.
yeah, the bus driver game came with it.
no, I played it off my own back, and yeah.
Oh, here we
Game.
go.
Yeah, understandable, Pendulum.
So Pendulum has been trying to route Road Trip Adventure. He said
Yes.
he's developing a new category for it because the only categories are any percent with skips and 100%. So he's been routing any percent no skips. Crisis 1 is an odd beast. It's really taxing to run a lot of its features because it was so advanced and so custom in its implementation. Apparently. I'll have to read the rest in a minute. Oh, if I get a chance.
Oh god, I forgot this fucking horrible sun glare that you literally can't see the track.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Into long 2 right. 50.
I think this is the one with the helicopter as well.
Is it stage 2 you're on?
Long 3 left.
3.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stage 3's
will
on
be.
the helicopter.
56 left.
I think I'm on 6 now. I think I just finished 5.
There's one in Sweden with a snowplow that's driving off in the snow somewhere as well, I'm pretty sure.
There's that
Never
one
done
with jet.
Sweden
There's the
before.
one with jet skis.
30k.
There's one. Yeah, there's one with jet skis in it. I don't remember which stage that is though.
36 left.
It's one of them.
Right.
It's one of
5
them.
left tightens to 2.
Ooh, steady, 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 steady.
Into long 3 right tightens. 50. Long 5 left.
Okay, come on, come on.
30 long 2 left. 36 left. And 6 right.
Come on,
100
there, there.
finish.
Go, 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 go,
5
go, go.
left.
You're going too fast.
Nice, I got best seg. Sweet. Best seg on USA.
You're
Nice
going
camera.
too fast.
So
Viper, you're going too fast.
I am going too fast. You're right. Now
There
we
it
get
is.
to do the skip to Japan. Huzzah! You're going too fast. He says, "Yeah, I know." Hold it back, runner. I'll try my best. Come on, skip. I just want to skip Japan. Please hurry up.
I know it takes forever to skip because you have to like go through the cutscenes, then you have to get to the starting line of the actual rally, and then you can skip.
Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, my Finland split is literally 2
You can go
minutes,
faster
and that's
than
just
this.
waiting for it to be skipped.
Nice. Okay, cool. Da 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 da. And we're at Sweden. Okay, last rally to go. 7 stages left.
Oh yeah, what transmissions are you guys playing in?
Automatic.
Automatic.
Same.
I noticed
I'm
Bunny
not.
didn't change it. I think you lose something. No way. I lost 0.1 second on the skip. Feel shame. You lost time on the literal nothing. Yeah, I did. So I lost time on a fucking skip where
Terrible
I didn't do anything.
speedrunner. Terrible speedrunner. You have to quit now.
Time to retire.
Yep, time to retire.
Dot forfeit.
My
Yeah,
forfeit,
forfeit
my
the
forfeit,
race.
my forfeit is to play CMR Mobile.
And 6 right over crest.
Like, no, please, no. Have mercy.
Long 6 left.
Oh,
4
God.
right opens long.
I remember the days of speedrun. I used to do like races on there every day. That was fun.
Into
I remember I joined some Mario ones,
150.
and there were some people who, like keep going no matter what, even if they like game over the million, and like, and then
Just keep the time rolling.
I'd race against other people who would like they'd quit the race if they missed like the Lakitu skip or something like that. They'd just be really petty about it, and I'd be like, what's the point in joining the race if you're just gonna quit at every...
Exactly, Gren. Time to delete speedrun.com account.
Yeah, Jerky, I did that with Yoshi's Island. I'd only played the game about twice, and I thought, fuck it, let's enter a race.
That went well.
Surprisingly,
Well, I did that for dirt. I beat it once and was like, alright, let's race it.
I was only like 2 minutes behind the person who was in second to last place. So,
Exactly, yeah, Gren, that's a good point, yeah. Exactly, what is the point in doing races if you're just gonna quit? Like 2 seconds in.
Or because you missed a skip, oh, better quit. It's pretty stupid.
most of the time, if ever I quit, it would be like if I made a massive mistake that cost
Yeah, like a
minutes, or my
fatal
game
error.
crashed, or...
Well, one game that drove me to insanity was me, Mike, and a guy called Adam, I think he's called. Oh, was called Adam, I don't know where he is now, but... me and these two guys did a complete the game category, I think it was, like speedrun race, blind, of Eminem Shell Shocked on the PlayStation 1.
Oh god.
And that game is terrible. It's awful. It took me less than... I think I was like, oh yeah, I could probably finish this in like an hour and a half. This is getting pretty close now. I didn't know when the time would stop, so I was like, just wait till it's the end of the game. And then got towards like the latter half of the game, I was really struggling. I kept dying over and over. So after a bit, I was like, oh Jesus Christ. It was literally just a case of, well, I guess I better try and see if I can beat this under 2 hours. And surprisingly, I did. So I beat it under like 2 hours. I think
No game is worse than Undercover Wii. That's a strong statement, because there are games that are worse than Undercover Wii.
I have to admit, Eminem Shell Shocked is awful. I really wish CMR Mobile was good. The notion of a smaller CMR was really appealing for me as a casual fan. The only rally game I ever got into was Sega Rally, the downloadable one for PS3. Is that Sega? That'll be Revo one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or Revo.
Or Sega Rally Arcade, which is like a stripped down version of Revo.
Online Arcade, that's the name.
Or Online Arcade, yeah. I believe that was like a stripped down Revo, I believe. Like, it was the same game, just missing some stuff.
No! Oh, I didn't... That's the first time I've had to reset my car to track. In like an hour and 12 minutes. I accidentally flipped it because I took a corner too wide.
I've rolled twice.
I think I've gone off the track twice on my own.
I haven't
I'll
left
take
the
a
track
best seg
yet,
though.
but
I got a best seg though, so I can't complain. Also, this will be the moment of truth as well, Realm, because I'm on Sweden at the moment.
Yeah, I'm on Sweden's first stage.
I just finished SS4.
You're not far behind. You are literally about 4 stages behind. I know you've got to do the skip for Japan, but yeah, you'll be on Sweden in no time.
You're also in.
You say in no time, it's going to be like 10
Brandon,
minutes.
let me know if we drive past your home then.
It probably will happen at some point, but never mind. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, I love that. I actually hate that corner, but like it at the same time. Like, it's a dreadful corner because you can't see the edge. And it's a good corner because you can just whack off the snowbanks.
Also, why can't we have this snow in the UK?
What, nice and thin on the road so we can do rallying?
Yeah, and then thick everywhere else, so we can do like snowball fights and shit.
Yeah, this would be so much better for the UK, but no. They get like 6 foot of snow.
It's a weird way of saying 6 inches.
Yeah. It just feels like it's really... Because I know when last had snow, I was like, oh, please go away. The one thing is, I'm looking forward to it snowing again with this new car. Because my car's only been in... The car's been out in the dry for the most part. It's recently been out in the wet because we've had a bit of rain. I'm looking forward to when it snows. It's 4-wheel drive, so I'm going to be hopefully just cruising around whilst all the rear-wheel drive BMWs are struggling like crazy.
Yeah.
Because they do. Every year.
Do you ever just
Every
flex
year.
your four-wheel drive on them rear-wheel drive plebs?
Because the thing is, I actually struggled when I had the, what was it called? What was it? It was when I had the Fiesta, I had the front wheel. It was front wheel drive, so I always struggled going up the hill. But I always got up, and people in BMWs that have rear wheel drive, they just couldn't get up the hill. I was laughing.
Yeah.
That was about the size and complexity of the rally game I was interested in. I bought Dirt Rally for PSVR, and I can't remember more than 2 turns in.
100.
Huh.
6 left and long 6 right.
I tried playing Dirt Rally in Steam VR, and it's not fun.
I've not got a VR headset, so I can't mention anything on it. It looks cool, but I don't know. I'd probably be sick.
Yeah, like I've tried playing racing games in VR. Like I've tried Assetto Corsa. I don't know if it's just my setup or something, but I just get headaches after a while. Whereas when I do other experiences, like like virtual gun ranges and shit, 'cause I love that kind of stuff.
I mean, I played.
It's much better.
Yeah, I played last year. I went to Eurogamer in Birmingham, and they had a VR stand, and the game that they were playing was Super Hot.
Oh yeah,
And that was
fun.
so
Good.
much fun. Oh my god. I've never
It
had
is
so
really
much fun in my
good.
life. A game as simple as that is so good.
Yeah, it can get tiring, but it's a lot of fun.
The best thing is, the one thing I ended up doing was I was near enough on the floor. Because I crouched down that much behind objects, I ended up sitting on the floor behind an object. Just waiting, I just ended up waiting till the AI ended up going towards me.
Carbon VR is not better. Carbon VR was the worst VR experience I've ever had.
Carbon VR, what's that?
Well, Dolphin has a VR version. And
Oh
I played the
no.
GameCube version of Carbon on it. It was
Oh,
not
dear.
fun.
I didn't even know you could do that. I wonder what Metroid Prime would be like in first person.
I believe
Cool.
there's a clip on my channel somewhere. It might be there. But it just shows you how horrible it was. It might have been misconfigured, but from my first experience, it was not good.
I remember I saw someone made a version of the original Legend of Zelda game for the NES, but in VR. And that is interesting.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Right, so if I
Because
got...
you'd be playing it in a first-person perspective, right?
Yeah.
Oh right, so that Sega Rally Online Arcade, that was about the size and complexity of a rally game Paisley was ever interested in. He bought Dirt Rally for PSVR and he can't get around more than 2 turns into a row or out of VR. He's like, wait a minute, you can play Dirt Rally? I can do, but I'm not that great at it at all. I need a wheel or something for it. But guess who's got my wheel? Lonne.
Yeah.
Which I sold to, funnily enough, because I didn't
Yeah.
use it. Didn't have any use for it. It's alright, it's in better hands anyway. Because Lonne's got it.
I drift too much with it, it's fine, don't worry.
See, that's the reason I was selling it, because I bought it a few years ago and it was like, oh, I can't wait to get it. Then I realised, oh, you need like a desk. I don't have a desk to set it up to, or anything to hook it onto. So it's like, yeah, I guess I can't use this now. One thing that did me head in was when I originally bought that, what's it called? The wheel. The power cable didn't come with it, so it wouldn't actually power up.
Oh my god.
So the guy was like, "Oh crap, sorry, I forgot. It's here. I'll send it you via the post." So like 2 days later, it came through.
Yes,
nice.
I am still totally at SGDQ. Totally.
Oh, Apai. How's it going, man? Am I not following Goodwood? I am not there this year, no. But I have been following it online. Saw the F1 cars go up and a few rally cars go up, which was nice.
Yeah, exactly. I'm at SGDQ 2019.
Next year you're going. Are you definitely thinking of going? Well, I'm definitely thinking of going next year myself. I'm gonna try and see either next month or the month after if I can book tickets. Or get tickets booked for next year. So I can go. And maybe the British Grand Prix? I don't know. We'll see. That depends. I mean, Goodwood I think I can make, but I don't know about it. About making F1 as well. But we'll see. Be nice if I could make
Oh no, oh no. Wait, no. I accidentally changed camera to the cockpit view and I can't see anything. Because of all the snow, you can barely see.
Funnily enough, I can see just... Oh, I'm on the outside camera, aren't I?
Yeah.
Well, on the inside, the inside's fine. I can see just fine on the inside. Oh god. This isn't going well. Oh no, oh no, oh no. There we go. That went well. I've also played Dirt Rally out of the VR. I am so bad at real racing. Also fairly bad at arcade racing. I love the way the announcer says, super hot. Yeah, I do as well, it's good. Alright, at Dirt Rally it might be enough. It could be fun to do like a teaching thing on Dirt Rally, or any rally. I've not watched F1 in a few years, but I was really into it for a bit. I love to go to race. If I could do an F1 game as a speedrun, which I've got a couple of them, so I could do,
You can, there are leaderboards.
then
yeah,
I
I've seen
might
the
end
end
up
of that,
submitting
actually.
one. I could end up submitting one for, I don't know, UKSG or something.
Put it in A-Rat.
Or, alright, yeah. Next one.
I'd get that accepted in a heartbeat. I'd just yell at all the other mods until...
Also, you were the guy that was behind getting my SimR2 running the first time round, right?
It wasn't just me, but I said to them, look, you'd be making a huge mistake if you didn't accept this game.
With a baseball bat in your hand as well.
Baseball bat and flamethrower on the other hand, just like, yeah. Do
No,
it.
because I'd played CMR3, and I remembered how hard it was. Because I think that was before I did my ILs of it in August of last year, or whenever it was. And I said to them, like, this is one of the fucking hardest racing games I've played in my entire life, and he's making it look easy.
I do, don't I suppose. A lot of people think I make it look easy. But, I don't know, just practice, really. It's the only downside with rally games, like, I'd like to try and do really good at Dirt Rally, but the fact is because of the simulation steering and the handling, I'm complete crap at it. It's kind of a reason I'm not too fond of the game, to be honest, just the handling. I'm not great at it. I can't remember what else I submitted that year. Was it Post Challenge and CMR2? What wasn't it?
Yeah,
I think you did. Yeah.
Also, I like for both the Race Against Times, CMR2 was in. It was in both. The first one, the one that was on last year, that was my first ever marathon. Last year in November.
Yeah, that was our second one. We did our first one in like April, I think, and then the third one was in June of this year, obviously.
So there was Post Challenge and Colin McRae Rally 2 any percent novice that got in last year, and then the one that got in this year was again Colin McRae Rally 2, but it was the arcade percent race versus Lucky, which he won by over a minute, I think, in the end. When he retimed it, it was like, yeah, I've won by about nearly a minute. I was
that
like,
run, that race doesn't pale in comparison to your Corolla arcade percent.
yeah, my Corolla one at UKSG was so much better. Definitely wasn't bad at all, or made me want to jump off a cliff. It was good, to be fair. It was a good game. Good run. Good speed run. There we go. Couldn't even speak then. Also, I've been looking up Dolphin VR because I didn't know it was a thing. That looks amazing. A lot of those games seem to naturally fit into VR. I was thinking about paying 15 quid for a Time Crisis-esque game on PSVR when I can just emulate Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles and it's as good or better. Well, I suppose so. Yeah, but I think Resident Evil will be fun in VR. I don't mean the 7th one or whatever it was that came out. Play one of the old ones in VR.
I'm waiting for Steam VR support to come to Resident Evil 7.
Oh, is it not actually come out for it?
Well, I believe it's currently exclusive to PSVR for like a year, 2 years or something. I need to actually check up on that actually.
Just to make sure you're like. So I think I know what's going on.
Because I've beaten Resident Evil 7 a few times, and it would definitely be interesting to play it in VR.
Like, I've never beaten any Resident Evil game, but I've nearly finished. I nearly finished the 5th one. I always died. I couldn't actually get past the final boss fight, funnily enough, against Wesker.
That one's really difficult. And when I played it when I was younger, I struggled with that boss fight.
I've actually got Resident Evil 5 on disc, so it's like, yeah, it's not too bad. That's as close as I've got to finishing a Resident Evil game. So I've done Resident Evil 5, near enough finished it, apart from the last boss fight. The 4th one, I've got about halfway through that, I think it is. I've got the 6th one, but I haven't played many of the other Resident Evil games. They're not really my game, to be honest. I'm more...
Yeah.
I like zombie games, but I don't know, I just don't find them too great sometimes.
Yeah, because I've beaten, I think, 5, 6, and 7, and almost beat the original, or the Xbox One remake of it. Yes, I have, Brennan. I've played Max Payne 1 and 2.
So there's a game series I've never played before. I'm not even touched.
Haven't beaten the first, but I've beaten the second one a few times.
See, Driver, I've played like every game in the series. Actually, yeah, I have played every game in the series. And I've finished every single one of them at least once.
Yeah, I beat Driver. I believe I beat Renegades before.
Renegade's really easy, I think. The second one is pretty difficult with RNG and stuff.
I never had a proper chance to play Driver 2, but I beat Driver 1, Driver 2. I think I got to Turkey.
3 was okay, but I found it's kind of a bit of a mess.
Trees.
Parallel Lines isn't too bad. Although,
I almost
strat-wise,
beat Parallel Lines, and I've beaten San Fran.
And San Fran I thought was really straightforward and easy.
Which level, Brennan?
Driver 3 for GBA is pretty good, much better than PS2. I wouldn't know. I played it, but I don't know about.
It's a technical achievement, but I wouldn't say it's a good game.
Yeah, it's still a bit of a mean game in the Driver series, but it's not bad. Nobody's done a speedrun of it. I wonder why. If you want to co-op RE6, I absolutely will suplex all the things. You can kneecap a zombie with a pistol and then German suplex it. Best game. I've never done that in that game.
Is that in the hospital?
I've no idea. It's Paze that said it. I'm just reading. Paze might have done it.
There should be.
Also, I've only just remembered.
You get a gun.
I've just remembered. It's not Paisley, it's Paul. I forgot his name was Paul. I've only just remembered that. The thing is though, when we're at UKSG, you missed that by a lot. When we're at UKSG, we did call him Paisley. We called Paul Lister Paul. Because if we both called him by their actual name, they're both called Paul.
Yeah.
So it would have caused the mix-up like, Paul, what? Which one? Hazy one. Right, yeah, I got you. It's just like being genuinely serious, that's how it is.
I don't know. Brandon, I don't know. I've never properly played the first one.
Sorry about the birds outside, by the way.
No, it's alright. I was actually going to ask you about
I suppose they're probably weird for you guys, but I'm so used to them.
No, I live near the well, quote, near the ocean.
So apparently I just PB'd. I don't know how much by.
Are you done?
I'm done, yeah.
I'm on SS1.
I'm on stage 6. Just started.
And my PB is now, for this category, a 1:29.08. Nice.
When it's 129.
Oh, I like that. I like my splits. My splits are full of yellow, greens, and reds. That's nice. So, I saved 5.9 seconds on Australia, lost 0.4 seconds on Spain, somehow lost 6 seconds on Finland, even though that's the one where you skip it. Saved 30 seconds on the USA, lost 0.1 seconds on Japan,
No, they're seagulls, Joe.
and then gained 5.2 seconds on Sweden. Nice. I'm gonna quit my game, I think. That was pretty good. Holy cow. That is pretty ace.